Good morning. Today we are taking up the summary of The Birthday Party by Harold Pinter. We are given a living room of a house somewhere at the seaside town, and a couple is living there. It is morning time, and the couple Meg and Pete are having their breakfast. They are talking and they exchange inconsequential remarks about the food item in the newspaper, and then they talk about a person named Stanley who's supposed to be there in the house but still asleep. Meg wakes up Stanley, and when he comes into the room, he immediately begins to comment and taunt Meg, but in somewhat friendly way. And he taunts her about the way she cooks, the way she keeps her house. Meg reveals that the two men are coming to stay at the house as paying guests. And Stanley is very frightened to know this. He begins to reminisce about his old career as a musician, and then he frightens Meg by telling that two men with a wheelbarrow are going to come here, and then they are going to pick her up. This frightens Meg. A girl, Lulu, enters with a present that Meg is going to give it to Stanley as a present because it seems that his birthday is there coming. Lulu complains to Stanley that he is not clean as he hasn't washed himself and he is a useless personality. Then they leave. And after that, Goldberg and McCain enters with their conversation revealing that they are there to do a job, but the specified nature of the job is not disclosed. They meet Meg and question her about Stanley, finally persuading her to hold a birthday party for him that night. Stanley questions Meg about the two men, and her reply appears to make him even more frightened instead of calming him down. Stanley denies that it is his birthday, but Meg still gives him his present, and that is a toy drum. He beats it savagely. In the evening, Stanley meets McCain, who's tearing up strips of newspaper, and a verbal battle follows between them. When Goldberg enters, he joins in. The two men interrogate Stanley and take away his spectacles, and though Stanley kicks Goldberg in the stomach, he is reduced to a speechless, trance like state by the fierceness of their attack, and he only utters grunting sounds. Meg enters with Stanley's drum dressed for the party, and Lulu, Goldberg, and McCain converse happily without apparently being conscious or aware of Stanley's strange state. They decide to play blind man's buff. It is the children's game. When Stanley is blindfolded, McCain breaks his spectacles and Stanley puts his foot through the toy drum. He then tries to strangle Mag. The lights go out suddenly, and when a torch is shown on Stanley, he is seen bending over Lulu, who is spear eagled across a table. Goldberg and McCain converge on him. When the next act opens, it is morning, and Meg and Pete are talking over breakfast. Stanley has not come down, and a big car is drawn up outside the house. Goldberg tells Pete that Stanley has had a nervous breakdown and that they are taking him away to see someone with qualifications within quotes who is known as Monty. Goldberg and McCain are nervous and ill at ease and have a strange and rather violent conversation. Lulu enters and accuses Goldberg of having seduced her the night before, but she leaves when Goldberg and McCain begin to question her in the manner they used with Stanley earlier on. Stanley enters smartly dressed in a dark suit and white collar, but he can only utter unintelligible sounds. Pete tries to stop Goldberg and McCain from taking away Stanley, but gives up when they ask him if he wants to come along as well. After the three leave, Meg returns, but Patty does not tell her that Stanley has been taken away. And we find that the play ends with Meg announcing that she was the ballet of the ball at the last night's party. So, this is all for today. Thank you.